Okay, so we are back in Tin Can again. Now, I haven't played this for a little while, so we'll see how this run goes. Still pretty used to the basics, so we'll just start by swapping these out and getting rid of that. I'm gonna be stuck there, it's fine. Let's switch this off and take out the battery. We'll switch this off for now. Also take out the battery. Don't need that. No battery in that. Switch this off. Want to get the... Okay, I should probably brace here. Okay, so we've got our first hit. I don't know if that actually... I always wonder if it actually helps to brace to reduce the amount of damage in the ship. It can definitely do nothing to you. I'm still not sure if it actually does something to the ship. What's broken here? A fuse. That may actually be a problem. So let's switch this off. Usually it's best to take the fuse from the main lights because I'm definitely not going to need that at any point in time. So grab this and just replace it here. I think we'll probably have one more hit and then it should be fine. Okay, something's broken in there as well. We'll just wait for the third hit. I don't think there's likely to be a fourth. We'll see. I can start opening this. Just while we've got nothing else to do here. Have a look. Damaged battery and bad fuse. That's... Well, I'm not too worried about the battery. We'll probably just leave it in here. But the fuse we need to replace. So we'll get another fuse out of one of the... Okay, there we go. Actually didn't get the third hit, it seems. I think it's easing up. Okay, so where will we get another fuse? I always salvage this system, and I'm not always sure if it's a good idea or not, because sometimes you do actually need it. It becomes a problem if you... No, that's not what I wanted to take out. Where is the fuse? Oh no, this has a different fuse. It's got a high capacity fuse. This could be an issue. Okay, so this goes back for now. And we need to salvage something to fix this. Not too sure what I want to get rid of. We might take the CRT monitor. Well, maybe we should first figure out how much we're actually going to need to repair this. So... Okay, so... take out the fuse. 19 parts, that's not a whole lot. I reckon if I took a CRT monitor, that'll probably do the trick. So, yeah. Oh, this is huge. Didn't realize it gives that much. So we repair this, get it back in here, and just need the on switch. There we go. That's back. I've got plenty of spare parts. In fact, I can even... This other fuse, I can fix that as well. It's always useful to have spare fuses. What's going on here? Damaged battery, bad fuse, on battery. Did I rip this out without fixing it? I guess I did. It has been a little while since I played this, so... Get this back on. Repair. Oh yeah, okay, so let's just let it finish first. By the way, if anybody knows why this alarm goes off, when you switch off the gravity, let me know, because I really have no clue. Doesn't give any errors, so it seems to always be the case. It seems okay. It seems to be okay now. That repair is finished. So get this out. Back in. Okay. Switch this one off. I think I'm gonna fix this if I can. Well, I'm not 100% sure, because I have another spare. Let's not fix it right away. I'll just leave it in there for the time being. Technical manual, no. This is garbage now. We are never going to use this again. We definitely don't want a full battery lying on my... What I usually use is my scrap bed. How are we doing over here? Yeah, should probably always, if there's time, replace this. Clean out the filter. And fresh bottle for the CO2. Okay. I think that's pretty decent for now, at least. Nothing too serious for the early game, but I mean, we're only 7 minutes in at this point, so... You'll see anything else, so O2's fine, CO2's fine, pressure's okay, yeah, everything's looking good. Do I have a battery in here? I do. It's generally a good idea to have one in for this. I'm keen to do a hardcore playthrough, but it's really hard to do commentary while you're playing on hardcore because there's just so much going on all the time. So I might record one and do the commentary after, I'll see. So the reason why I haven't been playing this so much is because I'm also waiting for the next update. But I'll probably do Let's Plays every once in a while. So I think I might cut to the next event unless it starts right now, just to make this a little bit more interesting to watch. Okay, so we have the Ice Nebula coming, which means we are going to immediately switch off the temperature regulator to just heat things up a bit. And I'm not sure if you actually get more temperature if you keep systems switched on. So until I actually start seeing temperature being a problem, or electricity being a problem, I'm going to keep all the systems switched on. We're going to see how that goes. And in the meantime, so we should see the temperature climbing now. And as soon as it stops climbing, that'll probably mean, oh, there we go. Okay, so now systems are going to start going on battery. That's an issue. So let's get rid of anything we don't need. Starting... This is the main computer. Yeah, we don't need this. Don't need the lights. I've already switched that off. These two we need. We don't need gravity right now. Yeah, that was actually running off the battery. Did I forget anything? I'm pretty sure I did switch off the charger. Not that I think this takes any electricity if you don't have it switched on. But rest should be okay. It's all fine. I don't want to switch any of that off. It does have the batteries in, which is a good thing. We're not going to have temperature regulation. So let's just grab onto something here, head on over here and see how we're doing on power. Perfect. So We should not be using batteries right now. Temperature's still fine. I'm fairly certain we're going to be able to make it all the way through this one without having to use the temperature regulator. The issue is always on when you get out on the other side that it takes some time for the atomic pile to heat up. And I would be curious if anybody's watching this that has played it a lot to know if you can actually heat up the atomic pile faster when you have more systems drawing power. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I don't think so, but there's a possibility that it could. So yeah, I think this is going to go on for a little bit, and there's not going to be that much to do while we're waiting. So I'll probably again just do some time skip here in terms of the video, and we'll get back when this starts to clear up and there's actually something to do again. Okay, seems we're starting to get out of this one now. So we'll see. Well, this is the question. Is this actually going to start heating up without me switching on any other systems? Because if that is the case, I don't see it moving. See, this is what I'm not sure about, because clearly the cold event is over. But it could just be that it takes some time for the atomic pile to heat back up. So what's nice is we didn't actually need to use the other system. No idea. So let's see if it heats up if I switch on something else. So we're gonna switch this on, get the gravity back, because right now that'll be useful just to make it a bit easier to move around. There we go. Now that could very well be running off the battery right now. It does appear to heat up as we're switching on systems. Okay, this I'll need to sort out fairly quickly, but let's get some light in here as well. I hope this is just... don't have the main computer. Could be the filter. That seems likely, but let's change the bottle anyway. We'll do the same here. Okay, so these should be okay now. And then I guess might as well get this switched back on. Let me see, did I waste any? Yeah, I did use a little bit of battery power here. It's always... So I do think that the amount of systems that are on impacts how quickly the atomic pile heats up. Everything else seems to suggest that's the case. I can't be 100% sure, so I'd really love to know what you guys think. If anybody else plays this a lot, if you've ever tested that, or we can switch on the main computer as well. It'll just help us to troubleshoot anything if we need to do that. I also don't know if the main computer has an impact on... Actually, it's been a while since I've looked at that in the manual, which I seem to neglect a lot these days. So, main generator... well, I can read this while this is going on. We just need to brace. So we'll hold on there and have a look. Airlock. No, I must have missed this somewhere. This is one of the main computer. Displays general status and provides understandable errors. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So the main computer, that's what I thought it did. Okay, so it doesn't seem to do anything else. Maybe I shouldn't waste the flashlight since I can read this without it. Where's the main generator? That didn't sound good. We'll have a look at that in a second. Energy generated in the center. It stabilizes temperature to proper levels depending on the system. Okay, it's still not clear to me if the main generator requires me to be running stuff in order for it to heat up. Okay, what got damaged? So I don't think this is going to be any help, but well, okay, these aren't good. Let's start here. This has got a bad data cable. That's not really the end of the world. We will fix it if there's nothing more serious. Let's see what's going on here. So, ooh, this is bad. This is very bad. So the power transformer, processor is not going to be an issue. Fuse I will need to fix unless I'm going to take one from the gravity generator. And damaged battery, low battery, and a bad buzzer. Don't care about any of that. We're literally not going to fix any of these things. We have more important things to worry about right now. So this fuse, power transformer, and the processor. Okay, let's first get the stuff that we need. So we don't need two processors in this. We'll grab one of these. Switch it back on. Should be fine. Then, well, we'll need to fix the fuse, which is the problem. The power transformer, does this have a different power transformer? I can't remember. Large processor. Please let it just be a... No, it's a large power transformer, so that's also going to be an issue. And since I took my battery out of the repair system, it means I can't actually repair stuff while I'm working on that. I think speed's going to be pretty important now. I can't fix this quickly. So, need to get the fuse fixed. Need to get the power transformer fixed, and we may not have enough power to do all of that. But let's switch this off. And we'll start with the high capacity fuse. And close this up. Open that. Get rid of the old fuse. We can actually scrap that for parts. I should have just done that. Okay, so now we have that one while we're floating around. Is this? Oh. No, I need to grab the large processor and replace this one. I can scrap this too if I need to, which I will. So we'll go back down here. Okay. Get rid of this. Get this out. Put this back in. And that's 2 out of the 3 components fixed. Come on, okay. Get that back in. It's not good when this gets damaged. It's really not good. What was the large one? The large power transformer. Come on, give me something to grab onto. This is taking too much time. Close this. Scrap it for parts. And I got a lot for that processor. That's really good. But I needed a lot of parts for this. And the thing is, our oxygen and CO2 systems are now running off the batteries. You see, if we get the electric event now, and there's a good chance that we will, that could be it for this run. Because this was out of everything that could have broken, there we go. Okay. So, well, the good news is, since this isn't switched on, I'm not sure if it can actually fry any of the other systems, but we're not going to take chances here. So, well, that's not going to matter right now. Let's get these switched off fast. If I'm not floating around. This is why I like having gravity. Switch this off as well. And get rid of the power connectors. And switch it back on. Okay, I've definitely fried systems now because I didn't fix all of this in time. We'll see if we actually make it through this. This has never actually happened to me before in this specific order, but before I forget about this, let's get this power transformer back in and see what we didn't switch off that we were meant to switch off. So definitely this should have been switched off, which I don't think it is, but it does seem to be off. Okay, I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't want to risk switching stuff off that automatically went off. That's on, that's on. The problem that we have will be... Let's close this, it's kind of in the way right now. Oh, it's over here. So, take out the power connector. Battery is done. I hope it wasn't this that got taken out by... Oh, this is full, okay. So we're about to figure out if the system still works. Yeah, seems to be okay. It is showing errors. A couple of them. I think this might have gotten hit. At the main computer, it's not really going to be possible for me to tell exactly what the issue is. Oh no, I have a feeling I didn't change those bottles. And if that's the case... No, bottle's fine. Battery's out. Might be that the filter is an issue now as well. Any other full batteries? Got some floating around here. Did I just pull that out of a system? Yes, I did. I thought it was floating around. Okay, that wasn't smart. Is this empty? Can't see. Should probably not be taking this long to replace that battery. CO2 becomes a problem. Yeah, I can see it's already very, very high. Come on, one of these batteries must have something in it. No, definitely not that one. Okay, the repair system had one. If we're gonna reach this in time. There we go. Okay, let's see. Please go down. Yep. Seems we're okay, at least for a little while. But we don't have oxygen. Let's first check the bottle. Really no point in replacing the battery. I can't sort that out. Temperature's okay. Well, we are... This is not as critical as oxygen will very soon be, so we're gonna put this in, get the oxygen back online. CO2 is under control, oxygen is under control. Temperature's fine, we're gonna start getting colder, but... Is this another full battery? I guess it is. We'll just keep that floating around for a bit. I think the worst of the storm should be over by now. I was hoping we'd make it to an hour, but honestly, I forgot how hard that is. If we're already in such dire straits. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this back on. And I'm just gonna play the long game here and risk it and hope that we don't get struck again. But I think the storm has literally just stopped now, so... Put this back on. And then we need to stop running the other systems off batteries. I've no idea what the generator situation is. Sorry, the gravity generator. So... Get this back on the main power so that we can stop using the battery. Where's the other one? This is always the problem if you have stuff randomly floating around. Definitely don't want to listen to that. Okay. It's starting to get pretty cold. Want this power connector. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to replace these bottles, but the system is not on right now. We need to switch it on. But I think the problem is that the atomic power is not actually hot enough to run this right now. And it might take a while for it to get there. Let's see how much time we've got before this is going to be... I think we can still go a little bit while with the cold. CO2 is rising. Let's see what the issue is here. It's not the bottle. It's switched off. But I do need to replace this. Yeah. I'll be fine soon. Can we please get gravity back in here? That would change my life right now. I realized that I've got to replace the oxygen, but it would just be so much easier if I can just walk around. No, switch it on. Please put the gravity back. That would just be so much more convenient. There we go. Literally takes seconds to replace this if you do have the gravity. But otherwise it is quite difficult. Okay, so this should be alright now. I think we're okay for a little while. We'll close that. Oh, we're not really getting a lot of time in between these events right now. Get the lights back. The main computer, let's switch this back on. Let's see how we're doing on the electricity front here. Okay, so at least we're surviving for the time being. It is cold, but I guess I can switch this back on if it still works, which it doesn't. Okay, that must mean that whatever it is, we'll take care of it later, because this is going to start becoming an issue with nitrogen. What would it have fried? I guess if I get a battery in there just for a short little while, I can at least try to troubleshoot what's wrong. Yeah, okay. No, I didn't want to do that. Bad fuse. Bad data, and it's on battery. So it's the fuse. And we did have a spare. Did we? I used this one. And I guess did I ever use this one? No, I think that's still brand new. So it may be as simple as just, okay, let's get rid of the battery again. Maybe as simple as just taking this out. And if I get hit now, I'm again going to forget which fuse is the correct one, but I think we should be alright now. No, so... Oh, I think I'm really being an idiot here. I think I took that power connector out. Yeah, I'm being an idiot. So we did have a bad fuse. That's not the reason why this wasn't working. It's because it wasn't actually connected to the power. Bad data, yeah, we'll fix that in time, but more importantly, these need to be sorted out. Switch this back on, otherwise we will eventually run out. And this connector I couldn't find earlier, so we'll just put it back in here as a spare. Now let's figure out what else broke. Another bad fuse. Do we have enough parts left to fix it? I think we maybe take this one. Yeah, can actually just fix it. That's really good news. Something was wrong here and something is wrong here, so we're about to figure out what that is. Pretty much bad everything. I honestly just don't feel like dealing with all of this, and I think we'll get to it if we have like a bad processor. I know, well, if the processor in this breaks, that could be a real problem, and it's not too difficult to just replace that with the processor in this. That's going to make all of my future fixing jobs more difficult. I'm having some trouble making this decision because I don't feel like it's a great trade-off. It might be my only option. Switch this off. Yeah, the problem is I don't know how this thing is going to regulate itself in terms of heat with the processor. Maybe we keep it as is, as an experiment to see what that actually does. Why is this screen off? I have a feeling this monitor broke. No, wait. Is this on or not? It must be. Yeah, so I think we're dealing with a broken monitor here. We may want to recycle this and get another monitor that's more useless. So let's do that. So I'm going to switch off this system, get this monitor out, switch this off, replace it, see if that fixes it, and then we'll scrap this for parts. Okay, it's not the monitor, it's something else. So external temperature rising. Oh, shit, okay. Switch this off, get this back in. Oh no, I just switched it back on. I hope I didn't break anything. External temperature's rising. I'm gonna need to switch this off. I don't know if there's any other way to deal with this event, and I'm gonna need to do it quite soon. So first off, let's get rid of any systems that we don't need switched on right now. Don't need that. Don't need the main computer. And hey, so the atomic pile is reducing its temperature, which to me suggests that the theory is right, that the less systems you have running on this, the less heat it actually generates. That is interesting. But what we're going to need to monitor here now is just how hot it gets inside. Okay, we are going to need to get rid of the atomic pile. This is going to be the issue. So we'll close this. I don't actually know if this is switched on or not. What's happening? Okay, it's starting to struggle with the heat and CO2 is increasing. Why is that? It's because we don't have power here. So we just need a battery. We don't need to disconnect it because it's not the electric event. And batteries are so useful, charged batteries in this game. And my guess is that we are not going to have a ton of time on this. No. Well, at least we don't need a flashlight. But I don't recall having any more charged batteries. Hyperthermia. Wow, that was really quick. I was expecting this one to last longer, but yeah, I mean, if you've watched this, you have any tips for me? I'm also still figuring out different ways to die. I think this is the first time that I've died from hyperthermia, so I guess I should have just shut down the generators sooner. But I knew that the batteries were going to be an issue as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you do like this kind of content, please do like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. And I'll see you for the next one.